Hi, I'm Sarah from
Hi.
The Upcoming, and it's an absolute pleasure to have you both here with us in London.
Thank you.
Maybe if we could begin with a brief intro to this film, very difficult one to define in some ways, but what could audiences expect when they watch it?
Well, I think this is the journey of a man that is in a crisis or changing process. He comes back to Mexico that he left for 20 years. He made his career in the United States. Now he's coming back because he's a journalist. He's going to get a prize for all his career. Now he's reconsidering all his past and looking to the future with a different gaze or a different look. And he's reconsidering his identity, the relations in his family, the relation with his country and the history of his country, watching a lot of contradictions inside him. No? He made his career, a successful career in the United States, but he doesn't feel American and he doesn't like very much, and he has a lot of struggle, so a lot of contradictions. So this is a journey of, a flew over his life and considering it's very existential or inner thinking. I don't know if I'm clear.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah.
And Alejandro, I mean, such an incredible visionary director, but this is perhaps his most autobiographical film in some ways, if not strictly autobiographical, but kind of reflecting his own moment in his life and looking inward. So what was it like working with him, and to what extent were you getting reflections from him and working together to understand where he was coming from in his vision?
Well, we had some talking before the movie, so I think he chose me because I'm in a very similar moment of my life, the age and my family. So that's the reason why he said, you're gonna be the character. No, it was not a proper casting, like seeing my acting abilities, or no, he was just convinced because of my personal moment. So I concentrated on that. I didn't concentrate on being him or trying to reflect him. I was very concentrated on me and that this movie was a personal thing for me.
There's so many kind of epic and striking images created in the film. So even though it kind of veers between dream and reality, everything often feels tangible. So I can't even imagine what the sets must have been like. What was your experience of filming it and working with him, but also together?
Bueno, hay algo de eso para mí
One
que
of the most interesting, perhaps even fun or enjoyable things for me and within these situations and the scenes that we were shooting was that there was a great deal of reality in there, despite the fact that it was in a dream environment. There were scenes that they felt very real, and even though I know there were things that had to be very dramatic, that they came from a deep pain within the characters, a lot of the time this was narrated with humour, and so it was very interesting to find this fine line between the pain of the characters and the expressive tone with which we were trying to tell the story and film the film. And so there is, of course, a lot of things that were done in post-production and there were special effects, but in fact everything was done there on the set, and the fact is that we were living this reality. Everything was very physical, it was very real, and so it felt like we were in the dream. And when I watch it afterwards back on the screen, it doesn't seem like it was something else. It still feels part of me, and it's not. I kind of still find it a bit hard to remove myself from it. I feel like it's still there in my skin, which is very interesting. Yeah.
I think one of the things he does the best is capture something about the nature of memory and dreams, which can feel, they're in our minds but can feel tangible at the same time, and they shift and timelines get confused. And what do you think that the film has to say about the way we think of ourselves and our identities and our memories?
Well, I think what I like of this movie is that you enter in a reality which is, maybe you can call it a dream, and there you don't consider why things happen. They just happen, no? And suddenly your mother is there, and when you're dreaming, you don't say, "What is my mother doing there?" It has a logical thing, no? Maybe not rational, maybe not linear, but very, very free and very connected with the chaos of the mind. Maybe it's like a try of describing the fluid or the flux of the conscious, no? Which can jump very easily if it's not jailed in a rational way of looking at it. No, it's very free, and things happen in a more subconscious way. No, I think that's one of the virtues of the movie. It also asks the people to get into that with the same attitude, not with a rational approach, but open their hearts and hold a little the rational abilities and let this just flow. It's like a state of mind, no?
I think I'm out of time, but thank you so much for sharing all that with us.
thank you.
And
You're leaving.
I can't wait for everyone else to see Bardo. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.